Dawson Rider Wiki.
Hey YouTube, Dawson Rider here. Welcome to my review for the deluxe Ryu Soul Calibur from Kishiryu Sentai Ryusoulger. This is our third rendition off of the Ryusoulken, facilitating their new Epic Cape power-up, which I think it's a really cool toy. Like, I'll talk about that in a second more, obviously, because I'm doing the review, but I really dig it. Thinking about it, though, it's still weird to me that we have this facilitating this new power-up after we already got, like, the big red power-up for the year with Max Ryusoul Red, and it kind of almost leaves me wishing this was what facilitated that rather than the claw. But anyway, he comes with basically a metallic-y version of the standard Ryusoul Red key, which actually looks really neat. Like, I wouldn't have minded if they did almost a Gokaiger metallic set for this, but with all 5 main keys, or all 6 main keys, because it does look pretty nice, and it's kind of got this nice deep red to it, which looks really neat, and then you got the glittery part there, and stuff like that, so it's overall pretty neat. And just real quickly before I forget, let me show the sounds in the regular Ryusoulken and the Gaisoulken. Alright, Ryusoulken first. As you can suspect, it's basically the same sounds as regular Red. I do not miss the cranking. Now the Gaisoulken, just a standard Ryusoul noise, or Ryusoulger noise, excuse me. So there we go. Okay, now we'll set this aside for just a second and take a look at this. I mean, it's obviously using the same base setup and mold from the Ryusoulken, same size and everything. I mean, this is a little bit longer because you can tell, like, the design of the nose is longer, but you know what I mean? Like, you can tell that it's a little bit bigger here. But, like, this is the same size and it's generally the same parameters and stuff like that. But I really do like the design of it. Like, I liked it when we initially saw the scans, but in person, I really quite like it. I love the sort of elongated, almost bird beak look to it, and it looks like bone, too, which looks really nice. And the plastic they use has this almost marbly quality to it, which I really dig. And then I do like the gold chrome here, which I think looks nice. I talked about this in a recent review where I say that chrome's always weird because it simultaneously will look kind of cool and cheap at the same time. And then you have this nice sort of alienish green blade here, and then the nice red color for the main part of it. But I think it's a really cool design overall. I dig it. I'm into it. So its basic sounds are... You have the activation sounds as usual. Some flashing noises. Open it up. And you do actually have a little jingle when you just close it with nothing in it. So that's kind of neat instead of just a random chop. And this one's pretty simple. You just insert the key and chomp it, and you don't have to do any cranking like with the original one. It's more like the Gaisoulken in that respect, which I think is really nice and I really appreciate. Because even though I thought that was a clever mechanism, it gets kind of old. And that's pretty much what you get for it. It doesn't activate a different attack noise or anything afterwards, it's pretty much just that. And that's pretty much all you can do if you, for whatever reason, just have this. And I have to say, I really like the sounds. I like the music. I think it's very fitting. I like the voice. I think the voice for this is way more fitting of the show than the Ryusoulken. In general, I'm not a fan of the screeching crackhead noises, but I feel early on it was really obvious they were trying to emulate Kyoryuger. And even though the show, I think, has separated itself in its own identity, the main plot of it, I don't think is really like Kyoryuger. And that makes it even more jarring as we got on in the series, as it has its own tone, and then you have the so I think this should have been what the voices in music for the Changer and the Ryusoulken should have been like. I really like it, and I think it's much more fitting. Okay, so I'm going to show you an array of the ones that will show you the different sounds this comes with to get you the general idea of it, and then after I do my main review, I'll do a demo with all of them, and I'll sort of explain which ones have similar sounds. But you can put other ones in here, so here we have golds. So just to show as an example, here we have blacks, and it'll basically make the same noise afterwards. You get a unique sound for each read, but they will have the same musical sounds. So other than its distinct call out, it will have the same musical sounds. So I'm just gonna go over all the basic types of sounds you get. And then when I do all the demos, I'll more or less just be doing the read because it's all the same sounds except for one name said in them. And it's not really worth it because it's not said in a different tone or anything like that. Now here's an example for one of the armor power-ups. You get some different noises. So you get a different noise there if you use one of the power-up armor re-souls. You also get a unique sound for the Gaizorg soul. Okay, oops, I almost tried to eject it without opening the mouth. There we go. Okay, now here's just an example of a standard re-soul. These are the ones really where you'll get individual sounds for this. So for the standard re-souls, you do get a unique sound separate from basically the, colorful Ranger re-souls. But the sound for the music is basically the same after. It's like 99% the same, except it says, you heard it say Bune again. So there's really, it's not worth wasting like minutes of video showing that. All right, the last one for the unique ones is the Kyryuger soul. Alright, that's about it for the core sounds. I'm going to do my final verdict now, and then if you want to stick around, I'll be doing demos for all the re-souls that I have. Overall, I really dig this. I'm not saying it's the best thing, and it's like, oh my god, it's so feature-rich and amazing, but I really like it. I like the sounds, like I said. I think this is what the sounds should have been like from the beginning, much more in line with Re-Soldier's identity, in my opinion. I like the way it works, similar to the Guy Solgan, a lot more simple, and I also like that you actually have sounds for everything. I mean, the music sounds aren't all different when you get to the second part, but if you do have a at least decent collection of the re-souls, it does read them all, or at least most of them individually, and that's really great, and I just really dig it. I think it was a lot more fun than I thought it would be, and oddly enough, even though I do like the Ryusoulkin in design, it's kind of become my least favorite. I prefer this one and the Gaisoulkin a lot based on the sounds and the functionality of it. So I can definitely recommend checking it out if you're a fan. I think it's a really cool release. Not like an amazing, super feature-rich release, but a really cool release. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and do the demo for the rest of the Ryusouls I have in my collection. Okay, so let's start with the Ranger-related Ryusouls. Let's go ahead and show just for the lulz, regular Ryusoul Reds. I almost said Charger. I don't know why, all the dino stuff's making me think of it. So you get the same sound, and again, it'll be the same jingle. So that's why I'm only showing the first part, because that's where the true unique part comes in. We got pink. Monster Rex. Not Monster Rex. It's his brother. I get them mixed up all the time. You know how it is. Alright, now we move on to the regular ability Ryusouls, of which the names I don't remember everybody's. For these next two, I'll just show you the example of that they're basically the same sound for the second part. This one. So there you can see the only difference, like I said, was just the repeated name sound. And I also forgot Pakigaru, I just realized, so let me do that. And that is it for all the ones that I personally own. So as you can see, like I said, even though they're not 100% unique when it comes to the jingle, it's nice that you get to read most of them. It just really adds to the playability factor. Alright, that is officially it for this one. Thanks to those of you that stuck around. Until next time, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and climb the steps and ring that bell so you can get the notifications for all my videos. Till next time, Stawsome Rider, signing out.